Hello. Um, Today we want to look at what you call adding an MDI form into a project. Um, so what is an MDI form? This is multiple document interface form. So it's like a special form in um, programming generally or C# here, whereby we want to add child forms into the main form. So it's like having the main form of the project, and that is what we want to look at here. So the first thing you do is so you come here, add new item, then we look for MDI parent form here. Give it a name, for example, MDI project, add. There we go. MDI project is here. So what does this form do? Let's look at that. It comes with file, edit, view, tools, name them. And then when you come to file, for example, and then double click on new, look at that. This is a code under new. So it says form child form is equals to new form. So it's actually declaring a new form, and then that child form dot MDI parent is 6. So you're telling the system that the form that we just declared should sit on MDI parent, which is our MDI project. Then it changes the text of that form to window, then child form plus plus. Now you will realize that there was an integer count of forms that will be displayed here. Then finally we show that form. So let's look at that happening. So we click on start. But then we are still calling our old form. So we close this and then come back to project here. So this is where the entire application is starting to run, and we are calling the main or one of the forms to be displayed. And all this time within the project, we've been calling FRM patients. But now we need our project to begin with MDI project, the one that we just created. So that is how it is. Now let's run, start. Good. So this is our main form. There's one more property that I want us to set. So I double click on MDI, then come here, properties, and Windows state. So we want to say it's maximized, so that the first thing that happens is that it fills in the form. So if I run start, good. So that is my MDI form. Now let's go to file and then click on new. So see what happens. That is the code that we saw. It calls a form and then says Windows 0. If I click again, Windows 1. If I click again, Windows 2. So that's what's happening at that file, new Windows 3. So that is what the code that we saw is responsible for. That is what the code we saw here is responsible for. So let's go back to now. If we wanted to add our own menus and submenus, so I click here, says type here. Now our project was a COVID project, for example. So I can do that. Then look, I can drag here, so it is the second. Then now I can say patient listing. Something else, you realize that there is an underscore under all these, like F here, file here, edit here, view, there is that. Let's see that property. If I click on file and see the text, that is how it is. So I'll come to COVID as well. Then I can put, which will form a shortcut. Now, then come here, patient listing. If I double click, it takes me to where I'm supposed to write the code to display my patient's form. So going by what we saw here, you can even copy this code, or just looking at that code, you'll come here and type. So the form that I want to display is FRM patients. So FRM patients, and say FRM is equals to new FRM patients. Depending on the version that you're using, the system or the code may add this COVID project.frm patients, but it's the same thing. Then here now I say frm.mdi parent is equals to this. So I'm saying the parent to that form is this form, the main MDI form, and then frm.show. That is all we want to do there. Let's run our project. COVID project, patient listing, and there we go. And there we go. So that is how you do your MDI. Now, probably one more thing I want to show you here is you may want to have that FRM patients come to the center of the project. So we come here and look at startup position for FRM patients form, and we say center screen or center parent. So let me say center screen for example. Let's run there. COVID project patient listing. There we go. And then now I can proceed with my project like it has been. So that is what to do with MDI form. When you want to display multiple documents within one parent form, I can come here and say have another sub menu. So can say view report, for example. Now, if you look at this nice Windows menu, they already did the icons or images. So you can come here, go to properties, then you can also add your image here by going to a property, image here. You can come and put an image to your sub menu. So view report, if I double click, brings me to where I am supposed to code. I could call another form. I could even call our list, the search patients, just for example here. So I can do that. FRM is equals to new, and then frm.mdi. Always remember to do that. Equals to this, and then frm.show. Now let's run our project. So view report. Then I have my listing there. Come back here, COVID patient listing. So in brief, that is how to what we've seen today is how to add an MDI form to a project, how to make that MDI form start when you start your project, how to add how to add a menu to the MDI parent form, then how to add submenus, and writing code to display other forms or child forms or other documents within the main page. Thank you very much.